Rockets of Toledo. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Alongside Robbie Loya, I'm Cooper Perkins, and we're pleased to have you with us for what should be an excellent softball game here in Southern California.
Toledo, as they're currently undefeated 4-0 playing at home.
And Ellie Enriquez, starting shortstop for Toledo, draws a leadoff walk to start the afternoon. Not exactly
putting her in a situation where her defense can help her out.
Enriquez on her way down to second and beats the throw, safe with a stolen base to put a runner in scoring position and none out for Toledo. Riley Moore waiting to see if she'll get her turn, batting fourth in this opening frame. And Rainey has her first strikeout of the afternoon. She gets Griffith swinging. Hitting .341 so far this year, off to a similar start. Chopped up the middle, back a second. And it was touched first by Rainey, so an infield single for Kroll. As tough luck.
Getting 14 and 14 in conference play kind of just tells the tale a little bit.
Down to second, and another stolen base for the Rockets. This time it's Kroll swiping one.
Seeing, you know, 2 stolen bases already. You got runners on scoring position here in the first.
Over the right side, they come home with it, and they got her. A dart from Williams at second as Enriquez is caught trying to score. The Titans gamble in the field early and pick up their second out, keeping. Good pitch would get her out of trouble. Laced out to center field, coming on in a hurry. And able to make the play is Delgadillo to end the inning and get Cal State Fullerton out.
Communication, they'll talk it over after they get out, say, hey, get ready for this pitch. So she's Delgadillo doing a good job with this long at bat.
And she walks her way aboard, which with her getting on base is basically like giving up a double. Graham back with her first delivery. There goes Delgadillo, and you have a new all-time leader in Big West steals. 122 for men
from the 01-04 season.
On the ground to the right side, a productive out that slips through the infield and will allow Delgadillo to come all the way in from second. The first mistake of the game belongs to Toledo.
Getting prepared for conference play, and really you could see it from both of these sides so far. It's all about just trying to find your identity.
Nice pitch on the ground to shortstop as Enriquez handles it nicely, and they free. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up to Ramirez. Over to third, played by Bracamonte, fires cleanly over to Moore. Once again, holding Wallace at second and recording the second out. His total on Cal State Fullerton's roster this year. And she swings right through it. Graham gets out of trouble leaving Wallace on second, but not before Megan Delgadillo sets the... Back with the 0-2 from Rainey. And did she hold up? Check down to first. No, she did not. Strikeout number 2 for Haley Rainey. But in a 7-inning softball game, those do really add up quickly. Now on the ground to third, handled by Becerra. Well in time to Ramirez, 2 down in the top of the second.
And 2, again, the flare over there in right field. So that little flare there could be an easy catch for the right fielder.
In the air to right. Plenty of space as Verhoff makes the catch, and Rainey completes a perfect second inning.
Clearly struggling, but pitch count is high, getting those batters out.
Laced into right field for a base hit as RC is going to cruise down to first. The leadoff single for the Titans, and just an outstanding at-bat. On the 7th pitch, RC Toto climbs in. Started every game this season for the Titans. It's way late, and the throw down to second skips into center field. It's a stolen base for RC. Light them off, and has given up a couple of really good looks on 2 strike pitches, and get another one bounces into center for a base hit. Perez wheeling her way home. The throw is cut off, and it is 2-0. Cal State Fullerton off the bat of Peyton Toto.
Get out of the comfort zone of Cal State Fullerton a little bit.
Nice bunt drop down by Williams. The throw down to first is in time, but it is satisfactory to move Toto over to third and put another run 90 feet from
where that call is, but now again, you just got to continue to go bang onto it.
Left side of the infield, handled by Enriquez. And Ball carries out up to the umpire. So no error for Toledo. On the right side, Delgadillo handled by Moore. Toto has to hold. And the best case scenario for Graham picking up the second out of the inning. And she puts her aboard to load him up.
And you know, obviously for Graham, obviously you don't want that to happen. But as you mentioned, partner, yeah, first base up.
Third, it puts no added pressure on Tipple behind the plate. First pitch, laced to right field, coming on in a hurry. Mikulski able to make the play, retiring Alcala. And Graham gives up one, but strands the bases loaded as we're through two complete here at Cal State Fullerton. The Titans on top.
Pitch strike, simple as that. I mean, we already know how dominant Rainey is. I mean, she threw a perfect game earlier this season against Pacific.
And at first, Ramirez. Out in front of home plate, and Alcala not able to make the play. Enrique in the 1 o'clock slot. Skied out to shallow right center, and it's the second baseman, Williams, going out to make the catch on the edge of the dirt. Griff was stranded to end the frame. Back with the 1-0 on the ground to first. Easy play, Ramirez. And that does it for the top of the third. No runs, a hit, and a runner left.
That's really great. I mean, we talked about it earlier. This team, they weren't really known for being patient, but again, you find a pitch, things are going to go your way.
On the ground to third, easy work for Bracamonte to Moore. And there is one missed. It was just the second swinging strike that Graham has picked up in this game. And she pulls the string to get Becerra with her second strikeout. The first 13 batters she faced. She now has 3 swinging strikes, make it 4 and 2 strikeouts back to back. A perfect third inning for Graham. His face has been put down. Popped up right side, foul territory. It is the first baseman Ramirez, and there is one away in the 4th inning.
And really, too, you got to start waking up the bats. And really, Rainey is doing a tremendous job getting ahead of the count.
Back a second is Delgadillo coming in to make the play. 2 quick outs in the 4th on just 5 pitches for Rainey.
The ball in the zone. You're going to make your defense work. That's something that Cal State Fullerton's known for, is just their defense, and that's another prime example right there.
Toto to Ramirez to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 for Rainey. We head to the home half of the 4th. Cal State Fullerton.
Their feet wet for, you know, this new season of play. But again, for Graham, it just...
Sliding stop by the shortstop Enriquez, but not able to collect it in time to get Toto, who is aboard with her second base hit of the game. It's against the last 2 hitters, getting both of them on off-speed pitches. Down to second, the throw from Tipple is in time. Toto is caught trying to swipe second, and finally Tipple stands up and puts a little bit of resistance against this. Jasmine Williams down to third. Easy work for Bracamonte. And there are 2 outs in the home half of the 4th.
I'm going to back you up. Here's the way I'm going to do it for you. You grab an out. Next thing you know, a quick out there from Williams. This is where you want to be.
Her hop down to second. It's Griffith on the first. And Graham settling in for Toledo.
Here in this one.
Bottom third of the order for Toledo. 1-1 to Tipple. Skied right side. Playable in fair territory, Verhoff.
Pitcher especially, you have to be relaxed in the circle, and that's what she does a great job of, being relaxed, making great plays.
And now she snags one, fielding her position. Rainey back here with the 2-0 pitch. On the ground, second base, Williams to Ramirez. 3 up, 3 down for Rainey. She's retired. Wallace's base hit put the Titans up 1-0 at the time. Now on to second. Griffith handles cleanly, and the out recorded by Moore. 1 down in the bottom of the 5th.
And you know, you could say this right for...
Issued by Graham, who forces another bouncer to second. It's Griffith again, and quickly 2 down in the bottom of the 5th.
And you know, if you're Griffith right now, you're telling a little bit. They're just kind of getting the ball underneath the barrel to pop up. But really, for both of these teams, find a way to be a little more patient.
Enriquez completes it over to Moore. 3 up, 3 down for Graham in the 5th.
Experience, but you know, you talk about what she's done in the past. She is a strong left-hander that's really known for getting some girls out.
And she picks up a strikeout. Enriquez waves the pitch.
Abilities, trust your pitches. Things are going to go your way in the circle.
Behind second, and it falls in for a base hit for Sydney Griffith. First base runner. Base. Back in the first inning. Skies it to right. Verhoff makes the play. Griffith has to hold it. Or left on base. Rocket out to center. And up over the head of Delgadillo all the way to the fence. Racing around third is Griffith. She beats the throw home. It's an RBI double for Riley Moore. And the Rockets cut their deficit in half to 2-1.
And let's take a look here. Fastball right up the middle. Moore crushes it. Nothing Delgadillo could do as it goes all the way over her head into the warning track. Great job from Moore. This is definitely what Toledo needed. Cancer. Her sister, Karina Lopez, was diagnosed at the age of 4.5.
And Garcia wiggles out of trouble. Toto makes the play to Ramirez. Splits the hole in the left for a base hit as Ramirez puts the leadoff runner aboard for the Titans.
And that's what we talked about, right? Simply.
Graham through 5+ already. Down to second. The throw is ahead of the runner, but hand sneaks in as Romulo has a stolen base.
You mentioned, right, yes, the throw beat her, but with her hands, right, she's very, very smart really on the field for Cal State Fullerton.
And a great play by Moore coming up to field the slow roller.
Hey, now let's just simply put it, boy, now let's just ball the barrel.
And she walked her. Just the third walk issued by Graham, who'd walked more than she'd struck out entering play. Her first walk since this had some insurance with runners on second and third, and just 1 out. Up the middle, off the glove of the shortstop, Enriquez. One will score. Here comes the second. It's a 2-run sequence for Cal State Fullerton, and there is the insurance they were looking for.
Infield single for the shortstop.
Bouncer to third, handled by the Bracamonte. So it's a 3 RBI day for Toto.
You know exactly where you need to put it to put the ball in play.
And Graham misfires, and it slips past the catcher Tipple, allowing Toto to take an extra base down to third. In the air, shallow left, slicing, and it is Vanderlucht who makes the play. But not before Cal State Fullerton gets 2 runs back.
Trying to see if she was going to chase. But I'd be surprised if she go back to that pitch once more.
Little flare to second. Williams handles. And there's 1 down in the 7th. Back to the box. Garcia over to first. And there are 2 away. Titans are just 1 out of
place.
And she swings right through it as Garcia picks up a strikeout to end the game. Cal State Fullerton on the back of 5 scoreless innings, front end of their doubleheader. Robbie, real quick before we go, reactions to the game we just watched.
Overall pitching perspective from both sides. Great.